narrow. And then this is the end of the canal where it goes into the pond. I'm actually standing inside the pond looking upstream.
So we have to rip-wrap that whole area because it's quite a bit of elevation change.
All right.
That this is the head wall on the outlet of the canal there. We will be installing a turnout here in the event that we need to close it. That way we can keep the water in the pond without flowing back into the canal.
So it's a dead level canal. I mean, there's slope on energy grade to get the water in the canal. It's not very much, but it's enough to get the flow that we have. But he can actually shut the gate at the reservoir and shut the water off of the part door of the canal.
Yeah, we do have a 60-inch pipe going into the pond.
I mean, it just backwater. It'll backwater all the way, so pretty much the canal will never breach, right?
Right.
I don't think there's any way.
They gotta get the water mighty high and above the enough to do that.
Question, Pete.
Yes, sir.
Given where you're at right now and what's left to do, is there water, when's the anticipated water? In other words, fill it up? Are we capable of doing that? Maybe it would be next year? And if, what would keep you from filling it up with water?
No, I think the first storm that we have excess water, we'll be able to put water in.
That could be this year?
That could be
Yeah,
this
the answer's only, it's real, not that complicated. Robert's what's the prevention.
Right. Right, actually, I mean, we have return flow right now that we can put water, but
You can
that
actually
would,
use it?
we can actually put it in there, but then that would mean taking it away from the water.
From the
No,
farmers.
no, but it's okay. In other words, you've removed all the dirt, you've contained it.
Right.
Basically, technically, it's ready.
It's all
got
true.
about a
It's
week
all
or
true.
two.
All
Like,
true.
let's say next month, you're ready.
Next month it'll be ready.
That's, okay, I kind of give it a feel.
Yes, next month it'll be ready.
So I'm ready for the storms of April or whatever.
Yes.
Bring it on.
Yes.
All right, just saying.
So this one here is actually, we'll go back up a little now. I'm ready. Okay, so that's the discharge into the pond. Right now, we're backfilling all behind the pond there. Now, I'm just gonna put riprap around the head wall. There'll be no shotcrete here. Okay. Go to the next one now?
Back?
No, go to the next one forward. Forward. Okay, so right now, that's what that excavator's doing. They're shaping it so we can go back in there and put the riprap in. This one here is actually the head wall that's gonna feed the riverside. And this is two 24-inch turnouts that'll be going into the riverside.
So they're pretty close. When was this fixture shot? They've already taken the forms off, haven't they?
Yes, yeah, there's a picture with the forms removed.
Yeah. There, yeah.
So that's already removed, so now we're just backfilling the back. This right here, we had to do some major work because the way the old pipes used to come out, right in the middle of the riverside, they used to go up 2 feet. So the pipe would come up like this and go up 2 feet and then it'd go out. So we had to remove that 2 feet lift that it had. So I could bring my pipes straight across.
Just straight across.
Straight across.
And
So
it's gravity fed.
It's gravity fed. So that head wall there had to be cut out. That actually used to be a box. So we had to cut out the walls in the box, cut out the floor to bring the pipes out. I still need to put a head wall there to keep any kind of erosion on the pipes. Once I do that, we can backfill the rest of it. Other than that, I need to install the turnouts, and it's ready for water.
Great. And when do the fish come in?
Right now, you don't want to catch any of the fish that are coming in.
Yeah, they're glowing.
Yeah.
No, we don't, realistically, we don't know. It's just gonna depend. I mean, if for some reason we were to get an over delivery, you know, from the, which I don't think we ever have during the initial 2 weeks. I mean, we're almost always short water.
Right.
So I would say it'd probably be after everybody's watered out, after the first irrigation. It'd be a weekend deal when EPCWID maybe ordered too much water and we got dumped on. That would probably be July 4th.
Well, I was thinking more June when the storms start coming in and stuff.
Yeah, if we get storm, yeah.
If we get a storm, then we
Good.
put water.
But that pond will fill up pretty quick.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not too
Do
much.
that.
That's good.
Keep in mind, we got two more.
It gives me 50 CFA.
Yeah, we got
So,
more.
so I'm gonna go ahead and start working the other two, you know,
The
as
other
time
ones?
permits and start cleaning
No,
them.
we're talking about how we interconnect and everything.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is Mary's working on the financial wrap up of that. I think we're pretty close to budget on your initial runs, right? Okay, maybe I don't want to know. Question should ask it before the board meeting. I hope we're pretty close to budget.
I think we're gonna be under, to tell you the truth. I don't think I've got up
Well, I do have a breakdown. Total cost to include labor, just material and labor we're at about 467,000. Material wise, we're at 223,000.
So we had targeted 400 for material, right?
for material, yes. Yeah. So,
But we haven't got all the purchase orders and everything, and so once we get it in the inventory transfers,
That's
we're
just
260 out of 400, we'll probably be 300 plus.
and there's still more concrete that needs to be ordered.
Yeah, there's more concrete, so
Yeah.
350, I bet you. I hope.
And we still got the other two sections, right?
Right.
Those weren't in the initial design.
Right. Yeah, they're all-
So the deal, we can start talking about that, we're just barely getting this one done, we need to test the leakage on the pond may leak. So we gotta get that test done, we need to fill it, test it.
Okay.
But, it may be June, July before we get any project water, if it rains or something, yeah, we'll take it immediately. But we can't predict that. Once we get all that done, then we'll come back to you guys and talk about interconnection with the next cell. And the biggest expense right now is gonna be moving the dirt, right?
Right.
There's a lot of dirt. But we've got,
But
each
again,
one of
if
those cells already has an existing turnout, right?
Yes, if we go ahead and just install a turnout, it'll be a quick fix. I mean, we can get it in no time.
Yeah, but we gotta get them cleaned up and there's no point to fill them up until we get the dirt out.
Are they all three equal amounts of dirt that needs to be removed?
We haven't done the calculation.
Yeah, but it's basically just sand at the bottom. We're just getting the sand out. Once we hit the clay, we pretty much stop.
I think our last, did you end up using that you didn't even have to do the contract, you just used your guys to move this in. So we saved some money, we stopped contracting to do that, he did all that work. That saved us quite a bit right there.
And we have started mowing them, and like I said, every time I got somebody available, I am gonna stick them in the ponds, trying to get ahead of the game.
Mary, does that, on that material list, does that have the transportation costs that we had? For the earlier trucking company that we hired?
Yes.
Okay.
That's probably the biggest part of it.
Yeah, that'd be the biggest half of it.
These are cool.
Yeah, we can save that money.
Any questions for me?
Thank you, Pedro.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Very good.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, let's all take about a 10-minute break, please. Then we'll come back.